Super common question. What is the difference between Morimoto's Mini H1 7.0 and something less expensive like the comparable ACME Super or Standard H1 by Xenon projector? Well, at their heart, both of them have a 2.5-inch lens, are quite compact throughout, and have a threaded mounting shaft on the back, which makes for a quite convenient installation. But the differences pretty much end there because in terms of performance, the H1 7.0 is going to far outshine the ACME Super or Standard, both in terms of actual intensity, the width of the beam, the sharpness of the beam, and the performance of the high beam as well. And the overall build quality and the construction of the Mini H1 7.0 by Morimoto is also far superior. The ACME really represents something more comparable to generations 1 through 5 from Morimoto. And after 7.0 came out from Morimoto, it's a far more advanced design all around. A huge problem with the older designs like the ACME now employs is really with the cutoff shield in the bi-xenon mechanism inside of the projector. It uses a fairly inexpensive stamped cutoff shield and a solenoid that pulls it down with a spring to retract it. Now the Morimoto uses a much more advanced and higher quality side push pull solenoid on the bottom, much like the higher end projectors such as the Mini D2S 4.0 and 5.0, as well as a fully die cast and curved cutoff shield, which will help avoid stickage at all costs. Basically non-existent with this projector. In addition to that, since that cutoff shield is die cast, you don't really have the irregularities or the inconsistencies in the beam pattern, such as the sharpness or the color that you would have with the stamped one on the ACME projectors, because it's just built a little bit less precisely. Now, in either case, you can use the Morimoto Moto holders, which are compatible with all versions of the H1 projectors, whether from Morimoto or ACME. And because of the fact that both of them still come standard with the same old school bulb holders that use a metal clip to hold the bulb in place, this will be an upgrade for you in any case to help ensure that the bulb is held tighter and more precisely, which is important to produce the best light output with the most on-point hotspot, etc., etc. So just to finish up this little quick comparison, we'll go ahead and light both of these projectors up for you, let you draw your own comparison on what you think looks better. We know what our choice is, but you know, certainly there is something to be said for the price point on these because it is about a third of these. Having said that, if you do want the best of the best and you're willing to plunk down about 120 bucks to get them, the H1 7.0 from Morimoto is definitely the king of the hill when it comes to small H1 based bi-xenon projectors.
Rock it, rock it, rock it. Rock it, rock it, rock it. Rock it, rock it, rock it. Rock it, rock it, rock it.